to work its way up from the west, and that's what we're seeing here. Firefighters even down there deep in the canyon, and they're going to be doing everything they can to start clearing away some of that brush, either with water or any sort of hand tools, but then also just kind of give updates to the helicopters overhead and make sure that they are getting where they are most needed at any given point. So this is the Brentwood area, and then we have reporters that are all throughout the ground, or all throughout the fire zone here, and giving updates on that. But for now, I'll send it over to you from Brentwood.
All right, Rich, thank you for that. We're going to keep watching this scene unfold here in this area of the Palisades fire that is burning near West Ridge in this Brentwood neighborhood near Mandeville Canyon. Casey, let's get a check of the weather, because winds, we've seen them pick up. You have noted some higher gusts in areas. We see the wind right now blowing this fire in the direction of homes. In the case of this neighborhood we're watching, what can you tell us?
So you've been with us the whole morning, Lauren. You've been sitting there looking at these wind maps. You remember how calm these were just a couple of hours ago? Now, as forecast, they have started to pick up, and is specifically in that Santa Ana wind corridor, and that's where we're now seeing those double-digit sustained wind speeds. Van Nuys, Lancaster, Palmdale, San Bernardino, and Corona seeing the strongest winds right now. Now, again, I zoomed in on the area where the fire is burning, just so you can see, and we'll take a wide shot to show the rest of SoCal here in just a second. But notice the direction of those winds. Northeasterly, and when you see the blue, those blue lines, that's wind gusts anywhere from 10-15 miles per hour. We're going to continue to see that for the next couple of hours. The winds will get stronger heading into the afternoon. Now we're seeing the yellows and a little bit of orange, which means stronger gusts heading into this evening. Still northeasterly though, and that takes us through Saturday night. We will get a little bit of a break Sunday morning, and then those winds are going to pick back up as we head into Monday. So again, we are hoping that firefighters can get a handle on this as quick as possible, as these winds, well, they're going to be with us in this area specifically for the next several hours before we get a break. All right, now I'm going to widen out and show you Inland Empire, Orange County, mountain communities. You're seeing those bright colors as well, because you are in for some very gusty winds this afternoon as well. Look at Inland Empire near Riverside, 215. We're seeing the purple on there indicating 50-mile-per-hour gusts, and look how widespread that gets tonight. We see so much purple showing up on here, which means gusts around 50 miles an hour. And again, that's just as high as this map goes. So if we see stronger wind gusts, you're still only going to see purple on here. By early tomorrow morning, we are seeing widespread winds again, even in some areas that don't typically see these Santa Anas. A little bit of a break on Sunday afternoon, and then Monday, Tuesday, those winds pick right back up, and those northeasterlies continue drying out the atmosphere. So the wind advisory in effect, it went into effect starting at 9 o'clock this morning. It will last through 6 o'clock, and then that high wind warning goes into effect at 6 o'clock, and that's for the area in that mustard color. Those winds sustained are 25 to 40 miles an hour, gusts up to 65 miles per hour. Again, we know the higher we go, we are seeing some gusts stronger than that in the higher elevations. Also, if you've been with us throughout the day, notice these numbers, the relative humidity percentages are starting to fall. Several spots in the teens. Again, those winds are going to so quickly dry out the atmosphere, giving us elevated fire danger. Fire weather watch for the area to the left shaded in orange, and the fire weather warning, both of these go into effect at 6 o'clock today and will last through 6 o'clock Sunday. I would not be surprised if we see those extended. We haven't talked about this that much. Just want you to know Southern California back in a drought mode. Severe drought for the area you see that does encompass LA, Long Beach, Mission Viejo, and then the area that's a little lighter with the Antelope Valley, our mountain community, Santa Clarita, moderate drought. Again, this is the driest start to the water year ever. I put 1850 on there because that's when we started keeping records. Just know our water year starts October 1st, driest start to the water year we have ever seen. I'm going to go over some temperatures expected for today before I toss it back to you, ladies. 73 for Van Nuys today, 72 in Burbank. Along the coast this afternoon, 65 for Manhattan Beach, 71 in Pomona, 68 for Santa Ana today, and in the Inland Empire, 72 and windy in Corona. And we'll keep monitoring these winds for you guys.
All right, Casey, thank you for that. When you mention the driest, say that one more time, the driest
start to the water year. So our water year
1850, and it starts in October, right?
Yeah, but it's basically ever. I put 1850 because that's when we started keeping records. So basically this is the driest start ever.
Oh, my word.
After 2 very, very wet winters, which is why we have so much brush out there burning.
And here we are. We do have Omar Lewis back on the ground now. We want to go to you more in the Brentwood area. This is West Ridge, Cordelia. That's where we're looking at in terms of the fires that continue to burn this morning.
We just saw a frost check drop from 2 different vantage points.
Yeah, we just saw a C-130 do a drop here with some of that fire retardant. You can still see lingering around, and this is the most critical area right now in this firefight, with several homes burning down in that area that you're currently looking at right now. We know that several homes have been lost over there, and we just spoke to a fire captain with CAL FIRE moments ago. Tells us that, yeah, this is one road here that goes in and out, and that is the reason why this is so crucial right now, is that fire crews are trying to make their way on the ground to that area to try to stop these flames from spreading in this neighborhood. That's Mandeville Road that you're looking at here at the bottom of this ridge where we're located, along West Ridge Road at this point. And so firefighters trying to save these houses that are up and down this road here, a very narrow street is from what I understand, as well as the fact that this area has not seen a wildfire in more than 5 decades, according to officials out here who tell us that there's a lot of brush, a lot of fuel for these flames as they continue to inch closer and closer to more and more homes. Firefighters doing everything they can, both on the ground and in the air, to stop these flames from spreading. I want to show you these firefighters as we pan over here. There's a lot of fire crews and media here in this area, but there are some firefighters up and down this hillside trying to actively clear out the brush, is what you're looking at here in this residential neighborhood. Again, along West Ridge Road is where we're located in Cordelia. They're actively trying to prevent these flames from coming to this residential neighborhood at this point. And so there are hand crews out here doing their best right now. They've been going up and down this neighborhood. It's hard to even get through the community here because of all the firefighters that are here. They are trying to, again, make sure that this area stays safe and that the flames do not get to this neighborhood. At the bottom of the hill, you have about 30 or 40 cars lined up as we were making our way up here that are trying to see if they can get back into their homes. Firefighters say those folks should get out of this area immediately. It is not safe to be in this area, of course, as you can imagine. And the message is, do not worry about returning to your home right now. Get out of the area by any means necessary. And so all those folks that are waiting down at the bottom of the hill, that's the message from first responders who we've been speaking to out here. But again, firefighters actively trying to protect these homes. As you can see, this hillside, it burned down earlier this morning, and the flames came rather close to these homes here. They were able to stop that thanks to the efforts of these firefighters out here. But now, again, the threat continues for these houses, and that's exactly why they are trying to do what they can on the ground to stop those flames from returning. And we've been looking at this hillside all morning long here with these flames popping back up, these hot spots you can see, and that is the real issue. Captain, I have the captain here with us. I'm going to just bring you in as we're live on air again. You know, we've seen those C-130s coming in this area here. Tell me about the latest that you have for us.
So we have had our VLATs. C-130 was here earlier. This last one was Tanker 10, one of our VLATs coming in. So the fire has been back burning down, and we've not only the helicopters, but our air tankers are in there trying to slow that down for crews to help defend some of those homes and help defend Mandeville Canyon up there.
Would you say there's any more level of control on this fire since we last spoke? I know it's moving and the winds, we've got a break right now. Would you say there's more control on that area over there?
Anytime the winds die down like this, it does give us a slightly, I don't want to say upper hand, but it allows us to get a better footing on that fire, on that piece of ground that we're working on.
As far as this neighborhood, everything is remaining safe here for this area currently right now?
Correct. I have not received any reports of the fire hitting the neighborhood up there yet, and we can actually see here the crews are actually off of the roadway, away from the homes, cutting what we call direct line. And what that is it's actually scraping the dirt down to bare mineral soil from the fire into unburned area. So that's a good sign that they're able to get out there and do that direct line. It means that it's not active flame that's pushing them away.